Imagine a crystal glass where the emerald green haze of absinthe slowly morphs into a pearly cobweb as it's flooded by the lively bubbles of real champagne. All under a name that sounds like the title of a horror novel. This is the cocktail that, legend says, saved Ernest Hemingway's life and pushed countless curious drinkers right to the edge of their own endurance. Today on Drinkopedia, we're digging through the layers of history to uncover how this two-ingredient marvel was born, survived Prohibition, and found its way to your bar. The cocktail that saved Hemingway's life, Death in the Afternoon. Absinthe was a favorite drink of Paris artists in the late 1800s. In 1915, it was banned because people thought it caused hallucinations and bad behavior. The ban lasted almost 100 years. The United States made absinthe legal again in 2007, and France followed in 2011. While it was banned, Czech and Swiss makers kept on producing it. To fans of the original, their versions looked fake. In 1935, 30 well-known writers were asked for their favorite cocktails, and Hemingway sent in the book's first recipe. Pour a bit of absinthe into a champagne glass, then top it up with ice-cold champagne until the drink turns cloudy and pale. Sip 3 to 5 glasses slowly. Drinking 3 to 5 glasses was classic Hemingway exaggeration, where the story began. Before Death in the Afternoon became a celebrated drink, Hemingway was making the rounds in Paris. He often dropped into Harry's New York bar, where absinthe was still poured even though it was banned. Gathered at the counter were Ezra Pound, Gertrude Stein, and even the young bullfighter Cayetano Ordóñez, who would later inspire Pedro Romero in The Sun Also Rises, original Spanish title, Fiesta. In 1954, Hemingway and his wife survived 2 plane crashes in Uganda. Suffering head and spinal injuries, he joked that absinthe mixed with the wine of life helped him ignore the pain and read his own obituaries in the papers. The hospital noted that he requested French onion syrup, his secret code for absinthe, back on the menus. When absinthe became legal again, bartenders found out that Death in the Afternoon was not just a fun story, it also tasted great as an aperitif. In New Orleans, they pour a thin layer of absinthe on top, while bars in Tokyo add a drop of syrup to soften the bitter taste. London speakeasy bars take it a step further. They drop in a tiny frozen cube of orange liqueur that melts slowly, changing the flavor with every sip. Up north, Nordic bartenders swap regular champagne for pink pet nat wine, making a fragrant, photo-friendly twist. If you make this drink, remember Hemingway's advice. If you reach the 5th glass, you might see why people called him Papa and why he said this cocktail unlocks creativity and everything else. Cheers! See you in the next episode of Drinkopedia.